Good morning, students. We are going to start our fifth chapter, which is transient in a power system. So, today we are going to discuss some of the topics of transient in a power system, and later on, as we move forward, we are going to discuss the other topics. So, after attending today's session, you are going to understand what is the power system transients. Okay, so what is transients? The next thing you are going to understand, which is what is voltage surge, or we can say what is the voltage transient, or the transient voltage. Also, we are going to discuss what are the different types of power system transient. Okay, and what are the causes of the power system transient. So there are actually external causes and internal causes. We are going to discuss each and everything briefly into this section. So these are the contents we are going to discuss today. So let us just move forward to what is power system transient. So power system transient is nothing but a kind of pulse which is of a very short duration but for very high intensity. So as already we have discussed many times that when we are discussing a fault analysis, symmetrical fault analysis and unsymmetrical fault analysis, at the time we have discussed what is transient, we have discussed the different conditions, that sub-transient condition, then transient condition and steady state condition. So transient is nothing but a kind of pulse. So for short duration, the waveform of whether it is a voltage waveform or current waveform, the value of peak value will be somewhat different than the normal voltage. Let's say in case of a simple voltage of 230 volt, then for some instance the value of voltage becomes very high. Now this, the duration which is very short duration, and the nature of the voltage, or we can say the peak value, is very high. So this kind of behavior of any waveform or any quantity which is known as a transient ultimately is moreover in case of a voltage or in case of a current. So we are going to discuss what is voltage transient or voltage surge or what is current surge in detail as we move forward. So it usually occur in a power system. So when it is occurs, so if we are talking about what is a transient, then when these kind of transient is going to occur in a power system. So usually it occurs in a power system when the network changes from is one steady state to another steady state. So let's say a power system is working perfectly fine, then something occurs. Let's say in case, let's say a three-phase fault occur in a power system. So at that time, normal steady state condition is now converted into a transient condition. At that time, these kind of voltage surges or the current surges will appear in a power system. So in short, we can say when power system changes its state from one state, either it is a steady state or any kind of state, but when it is changed from one steady state to another state, then these kind of things will going to be occur. One of the example of transient is a lightning, or we can say this is external cause of a transient, or we are going to study external causes and internal causes. But here one of the example of transient is lightning. So the transient phenomena, it is actually associated with the traveling waves. So voltage surge is nothing but a traveling voltage wave. So we are going to study what is voltage surge, how the traveling wave move in the direction of the clouds as the traveling wave transform, or the traveling through the transmission line. So don't worry about this term. We are going to understand this phenomenon when we are discussing the traveling wave phenomena. Okay. As we already discovered, transient, it is nothing but a kind of pulse which is for very short duration, and at that time intensity will be very high. So the time period will be few microsecond to few millisecond. Okay, the time period will be few microsecond to few millisecond. What are the other examples of transient? So as I have already told you, the lightning is the external cause, and the internal cause like opening of a circuit breaker, the ground fall on line or in other equipments. So ultimately when one steady state is there and you are going to change, or ultimately the steady state is going to change somehow due to fault, due to the any kind of lightning, when the steady state is going to change in another kind of change state, then transient will be there. Okay, so what is voltage surge? So voltage surge is nothing but increasing voltage for a very short time in a power system is called the voltage surge. So as I've told you that the value of current and value of voltage will be changed in case of a transient condition. So in case of a normal condition, the value of voltage will be, let's say it is Vm. Now due to the transient, the peak value of voltage is not Vm, it will be some higher value, and that higher value will be for very short duration, very short time. So in power system it is called voltage surge. Okay, so let us discuss what are the different causes of occurring voltage surge. So one is external causes and another one is a internal causes. As I have told you, external causes is lightning in the sky. So moreover, it morely happen in monsoon condition, but although there will be some lightning during the throughout the year. As far as internal causes is concerned, the majority of the internal causes which cause the voltage surges is generally the switching surges or the faults. Okay, we are going to discuss both these things in detail. So for now, we just remember that the causes of occurring a voltage surge is lightning in the sky, which is external causes. As far as internal causes is concerned, we can talk about the switching surges and the faults. Okay. Now, what happened if we are not suppress this voltage surges or the current losses in the power system? So we have, if in case of internal causes, the protection or the insulation is, we can say the insulation is okay. But in case of external causes, we have to add some protecting device to fight against these kind of things. Okay. So it damages the equipment like the generator. I have mentioned some of the equipments like generator, transformer, your CT, your PT. Okay, all these things needs to be protected against these voltage surges. So now this is one of the snapshot of voltage surges, and you can see the nature of this curve is steep. So steep waveform. You can see here if waveform is at front it is very high, then it is going to be very low, and then at some point it will be like your natural waveform of your voltages. Okay, here I have told you that it is a voltage waveform, so which is changing with the time t. Now as you can see, as time t increases, the value of v increases. At some point it will reach at the maximum value. Now this waveform shows during the transient condition. Okay, this is not in normal condition. So when there is a kind of transient will be there, it might be lightning or it might be switching transient. At that time your voltage is going to be reach at a maximum value, and this maximum value is known as a crest. So crest value of wave is the maximum amplitude of the wave, and it is usually expressed in kilovolt or kiloampere. Here it is voltage waveform, so it will be kilovolt. If it is current waveform, then it will be a kiloampere. So crest value is nothing but the maximum value. Now what is wavefront? So wavefront is nothing but it is the portion of the wave before crest actually occurs. Okay, and generally it is expressed in millisecond or microsecond. So the time taken by the voltage waveform to reach at the crest value is ultimately known as a wavefront. Okay, what is wavetail? The wavetail is the portion beyond the crest. So it is generally expressed in also microseconds. So what is wavetail? It is nothing but from peak value to the rest of the time taken, which is known as a wavetail. So here you have to understand one or two things. That let us say the crest value or the peak value of this wave is denoted by Em. Okay, so half time, or we can say the t1 is nothing but time taken by the waveform to reach at the peak value or the crest value is known as a rise time. Here I have mentioned this rise time as shown in the figure. It reaches to peak value in very short time, which is t1. So time t1 is called the rise time, and approximately it is time is 125 microseconds. So in as far as voltage transient is concerned, the crest value, the time taken by the waveform to reach crest values nearly 1 to 5 microsecond. So as you can see right here, this time t1 is nothing but rise time. Approximately it is 1 to 5 microseconds. The value of the voltage reaches to peak value. The rise time period during it happen, t1 is called rise time. Okay, although you can uh, define a rise time like that only. Then value of the voltage become half of the peak value in time t2. So this is the time t1. What is t2? Now this em will become em by 2 at some point. Let's say this point is right here. The time taken by waveform to reach em by 2, which is known as t2. Here it is. Then the value of voltage become half of the peak value in time t2. So if the rise time of the waveform is t1, or let's say 3 microsecond, and peak value becomes half in 70 microsecond, let us say it is t2, then surge is indicated by 3 by 70 microseconds, okay, or t1 by t2. Now let us take another example. If rise time of waveform is 4 microsecond and the peak value become half in 50 microseconds, then surge is indicated by 4 by 50 microseconds. Okay. Now, so now you understand what is voltage waveform looks like, how it is looks like, what are the crest value, what is the wave front, what is wave tail, what is the rise time, what is time t2. Okay, so all these things now come into your mind. Now it is easily understandable to you. So this is nothing but a voltage waveform produced while the lightning surge will be there in a power system. Okay, it is, again let me just revise you. The waveform, it is steepness wavefront, because you can see the value of voltage is very high initially. Now let